everyone, well we're here, we're back, and today we're doing another anti-MLM video, and for this video we will be talking about BODi. Since the last time I talked about BODi, I was really hoping that they would have provided a more up-to-date income disclosure statement because the last one that they had posted was back in 2021. Now I appreciate that they posted them back then, and it makes me question why they stopped posting these numbers. It's not like they looked great back then. So part of me thinks that they look worse even today, like 4 years later. They look much, much worse. So that's probably why they stopped posting them, because looking at what people were making at the lowest rank, which is the rank of coach back then, people were averaging about $500 in a year. And of course, as always, that is before any sort of product that they're buying, like the Shakeology and the workouts and the other stuff that the BODi has. And, the most that someone made in a year is $120,000 at the rank of Star Diamond. They love talking about their diamonds. So I'm very curious if these numbers look similar, maybe just a tad bit better. Maybe people are making $600 in a year instead of $500, or if it's what probably is more of a reality, is people are maybe only making $250 a year on average, because most people don't want to be a part of an MLM business. They don't want to stay in an MLM business. It's very expensive to maintain an MLM business. So I will just assume that even on the better end for BODi is that these numbers are relatively the same. It still doesn't make it great. It still is not good when 3/4 of the people in your company are only making $500 a year. That's not the $500 a month that they promise, or they try and promise people. That is $500 in a year. So I'm going to just go with the fact that people are maybe still making that. I think that honestly might be on the optimistic side. But either way, $500 in a year is not life-changing money. And that brings us to the topic of the video we will be reacting to. It is a top hun in BODi. I believe she has been in BODi for a very, very long time, probably 13 or 14 years at this point. And she is giving advice. And the topic for this video, the advice that she is going to talk about, is all about teams. As we know, in the world of MLMs, teams are the way that you make money. The products are just a way to get people interested in what they're trying to sell, which the real sell is just joining the team. That's the real product. All right, and with all of that said, let's get started into today's React.
Let's continue this conversation about building communities by talking about building a team and opening up additional earning opportunities. Truly, talking about building a team is so fun for me because it is the part of the business that has impacted my life the most. And I'm so excited to share those ideas with you. So why do you want to build a team? Well, it shows up pretty significantly in the compensation plan.
It's pretty much the main focal point of any compensation plan. There is the smallest little, three lines in a box of, here is the commission you get from selling products, between 15 to 50, depending on whatever the company is and what they decide to put as the commissions. And then maybe if you sell X amount in a certain amount of days, months, weeks, whatever, then you will get an additional little commission boost just for a one-time thing of selling X amount in a certain amount of time. And then when you look at the remainder of any compensation plan, it is pages and pages, sometimes multiple pages of talking about teams, team bonuses, recruiting, leadership bonuses, all of that. So it is pages and pages and pages of how important it is to build a team, how much money you can make, what rank you can be at, how to maintain that rank, how to achieve that rank. Everything has to usually do with getting a certain amount of people underneath you and getting you and the team below you to sell a certain amount of product in order for you to reach a certain amount of money, because you get more commission when the people below you are also selling, and also when they rank advance, you usually get some sort of bonus as well when they rank advance, which always interesting to me that the leader would get the rank bonus when people below them get people underneath them, not the person below. Sometimes the person below does get, more money or get a bonus for recruiting X amount of people, but again, the leader does, so the leader is incentivized to get people below them to recruit. It is always, the main focus is on recruiting and building a team. We see that clearly in compensation plans. When it is such a small little part is selling, and we see that physically represented on these compensation plans, where the selling portion and the commission portion is so tiny in the corner, and then the rest is talking about teams. It's very telling.
That when we help people just ourselves, we're helping people just in front of us, we can only make so much impact. But when we link arms with other men and women, we can reach so many more people, change so many more lives, and our impact is greater. Our impact is tied to our income. How many people do you help? That is ultimately how our income is earned in this business. How many people do we get started and using BODi programs and products? We can only help so many people ourselves, but when we link arms with others, we can reach so many more. Aside from the income and the impact, it's truly just more fun to be in this business with other people. It can feel a bit isolating or on an island at times in this business. Maybe you're working this business from home, on your phone, in your bed at night, or from the pickup line, or maybe you're at the kitchen table, or maybe you're in a home office by yourself. Regardless, it can feel a bit isolating if you let it. But when you invite other teammates to do this with you, you automatically have people to talk to about the business, to set goals with, to meet at events.
Well, even if you don't have a team, you still could do that. You still could join Facebook groups or Instagram groups. I think that's the thing. You still could find people also selling this and talk to them and try and bounce ideas off of them. You don't necessarily need to create a team and just profit off of those people in order to feel a part of something, but they have made it that way. In order to get the secrets and to be really in, you have to be a part of the team. If you decide to just do this as, I just want to sell the product, get a commission, you're not necessarily a part of the team. You may technically be there, but they don't really value you because you're not providing much for them. You're not willing to make this the grandest, biggest thing in the world, so they're not really going to treat you as special as if you are in the inclusive club that they like to create. Not only just in Beachbody, or not in Beachbody, BODi, whatever. Not just in BODi as a whole, of being a rep for BODi, but also in each individual team. They are so secretive and it's so special, and they're like, oh, if you're in here, then you're really truly the one, and we're gonna share all the secrets and bounce ideas off of each other. They make being a part and in these groups and in these teams something so special and unique and cannot be done. But in reality, if this whole team aspect wasn't a part of it, then they would just be selling a product for a company, getting a little bit of commission, and they could start Facebook groups. They can talk to people. They can bounce ideas off of each other. They can do that without necessarily needing to spend more money to be a part of a team and in order for the uplines to profit off of them. They can still do that stuff. It's not mandatory. It's not necessary to be a part of a team to have these sort of perks, so to speak.
To do this alongside, and it's simply more fun not to be a lone ranger and not to do this on your own. The fun and the friendship just go along with having a team, having people in your life where it's normal to talk about workouts. It's normal to talk about personal development. It's normal to talk about achievement and impact. We are the people we surround ourselves with. So, in addition to your friends and family at home, I encourage you to build a team of people that you want to be like and be around, where it's normal conversation to talk health and fitness. And truly, it's just simply fun to be part of a bigger mission in life, something beyond just you or just me. Those are the main reasons why I want to encourage you to build a business. Let me give you some tips on how to build a business. Without overthinking it, I want you to just consider, how did you get here? What was your journey to becoming a partner? And could you just start by duplicating that? For example, did you see a friend post on social media about his or her journey in BODi? Did they get great results and that inspired you? Then you should do the same. Did you join because you already loved the products and you heard about preferred customers and you joined and then realized, I could have the opportunity to get paid to help other people? I'm going to become a partner. Or did you join directly as a partner because you were looking for a way to help people from home on your own time and have the ability to earn extra income?
Do you hear how much more excited she was when she's like, "Did you just join to be a partner?" It's like, that's such a leap to just blindly go in and just join something that you're not 100% sure how it works, but they will tell you, like, don't worry about it. We figured it all out for you. Just sign up. What's the worst that can happen? They say these things because their ideal type of person is somebody who doesn't really know what they're doing and kind of will just blindly follow them. They're like, I'm so in the unknown. I don't know much about the products. They're like, well, we'll train you on the products. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this for you. But then when they do get in and they do follow those things and those things aren't working, and the individual comes and they're like, hey, I'm doing all the things and I'm still not getting customers, they're like, well, just reach out to more people and just buy more of the product. Keep posting on Instagram daily, post on TikTok, post on your Facebook, always be engaged in the team calls, always be engaged in the team pages. It's so much more, but they hide behind the word fun and friendship and team and engagement. It's like, when your whole thing, how I would take it is like, you're claiming this is your own business, you get to do it from the comfort of your own home on your own time. That sounds great. That sounds appealing to a lot of people. And I'm like, cool, I can do this on my own time how I want. But that's not true. You can't do it on your own time and how you want. It on your own time, depending, whatever, if you could sneak it in certain times and have posts already pre-scheduled and whatnot, sure, is that great and helpful. But how I think of it is, like, if you're speaking to 10 people each day, that means you are potentially having, on a good day, 10 conversations. And so I have to stop what I'm doing and try and sell BODi products to that person who is willing to engage with me in that moment. Because if I lose out on that moment, that person probably in 24 hours or 12 hours, when I have a little more time and I need to do it later, probably will not get back to me or be interested in it. So I have to capitalize on that time now. I have to stop, and the other things that I needed to do, I have to stop that and instead focus on trying to sell this individual BODi products or the business. And that can take a while. That can take a lot of time. Having to have engaging and interesting and passionate conversations all day, every day, and have to engage in the team calls and be a part of all that in the team pages and be congratulating all the other people who are doing maybe so much better than me, and I have to keep convincing myself I too one day will be like that person. That all sounds exhausting. That's not do it on your own time. That's not it's your own business. That because you have to do all the other things that people are telling you to do. How is it your own when so many other people are telling you what you need to get done?
How did you come into the business and what was your journey? Can you simply duplicate that for others? Most commonly, people start as a customer, they become a raving fan, they become an advocate of the programs and products, and somebody says to them, hey, you should be a partner too. But it's also just as common to say to somebody, I know you love health and fitness. I also know you have kids in travel sports, and I bet some supplemental income could be helpful. Why don't you join as a partner with me? There are many roads to becoming a partner. So I want you to consider what road got you here and start with that. What are some other tips on building a team? Well, I want you to think about getting more comfortable talking about what we do. When you can more easily say, hey, as a partner in BODi, I use programs and products. I help people get healthy from home. I've made really great friends. This is why I love it. Think back on that exercise we did called the power of three. Think of your own language and your own experiences. If I asked you, those of you who are nurses or work in healthcare, or your teachers or financial planners or stay-at-home moms or dads, if I asked you what you do in those roles, I bet you could tell me without hesitation. Let's get better and more comfortable talking about what it looks like and feels like to be part of a team, and you will grow your team more easily. This is my trifecta tip, and it's called talk to more people with more conviction more often.
That her whole thing is like, this is my secret. Talk to more people. Be more just more convincing in the way you talk about it, and just do it all the time. Just constantly talk about it all the time. Because again, when you're constantly talking about it and trying to convince other people so much that this is the greatest thing, you're obviously going to kind of start convincing yourself. Because if you say it so often, maybe it is true. Maybe it is true. And so you have this like speech in your head that you're trying to convince other people, but what they don't realize or what they don't tell you is they want you to, because they want you to also convince yourself. You're almost like brainwashing yourself in a way when you're constantly talking about how great, wonderful, amazing, all the things that this can give you, all the things that this has changed for maybe you in some ways, and your uplines for sure in other ways, and the things that it can give you. You might start to believe it yourself. So as much as you are trying to convince other people because you need them to join, they need you to also sound convincing and consistently do it, because they need you to stay. They need you to convince yourself every day, all day. This is great. This is wonderful. This totally works. This is the greatest thing ever. This is totally not a scam, which they will say, weirdly enough, in like a way to convince people. They're like, it can't be a scam because we have products. And so because they've said that so often, I believe that they believe it. You know, when you say something enough, it doesn't necessarily become true, but you yourself may believe it is true.
What a simple formula for success that you can directly take from this training. Could you talk to more people at school, at church, in the community, on social media, at events, in your family, former high school or college friends? Could you simply talk to more people?
See, right there she just listed, if you haven't talked to people since high school, or college, reach out to them. There's people everywhere that you can talk to. And this is why so many people get the random "Hey girl" message, is because uplines are telling them to do that.
With more conviction. I love this business. I love what it's done for me. I love the friendships I've made. I love the ability to earn extra income. I love that I show my kids what health and fitness looks like. I love being a great role model. That's conviction. Can you talk to more people with more conviction more often? This business can be open 365 days a year. That doesn't mean you have to work this business every day, but can you work it more often? It's not a 9-to-5 position. It is a business that you can implement and work every day in pockets of time. So if you invited more often with more conviction to more people, you would have the ability to grow more of a team. My other tip for you on how to build a team is to think about using simple language. Language like, I thought of you because. Hey, Mary, I thought of you because I noticed on social media that you love to share your workouts. Hey, I thought of you because, Casey, I see that your kids are also in travel sports, and I know we could use some extra income to pay for that. I thought of you because you've just always been a very helpful person, or you share motivating content on social media. I thought of you because you've always been a happy, positive person, or you used to always be involved in sports in high school, and I bet you'd love to be a part of this now. I thought of you because opens doors. And lastly, this tip on how to invite to the team is this sentence: would you like to do this with me? In general, people don't like making decisions and they don't like being told what to do. Capture those things. People don't like making decisions and they don't like being told what to do. So, this simple sentence.
So the whole thing is that they instead will make the decision for you on how you should spend your money and how you should get involved with this and how you should stay and continuously spend your money in the business, because they need you to so that they can profit off of you. And they want you, what was the other one? It was they don't like making decisions and they don't like being told what to do. So I will instead tell you what to do all the time in this business. This is how you should do it. Oh, you're doing it this way? That's wrong. Do it this way. Oh, you want to be a part of something bigger? Sounds like you need to do this. So not only, they are telling you what to do all the time in MLM businesses. They make it seem like it's your own business, you can do what you want, but yet they have all these systems that you have to follow, and that's how you have to go about this. You are telling people what to do. You're telling people what to do with their money. You're telling people how they should go about on social media, talk to people. Literally, they will give you a copy and paste message on what is the perfect way to get someone involved. They take away that freedom from because they don't trust you. They don't trust that you know how to talk to people. So they're taking away that choice from you as well.
Would you like to do this with me? I think we'd have fun. It really is disarming. And it's easy. It's not telling them to go do something. It's them feeling included and them feeling like they belong and them feeling like they were invited. Now you're already doing it, so it makes their decision easier. Let's talk about what it looks like to be a partner these days. When BODi rebranded to BODi, and when we became partners, it really opened the doors to invite more people because
you could not be more correct, because you had changed your name and changed it from coach to partner. Do I prefer coach to partner? Absolutely. Or do I prefer partner to coach? Absolutely. Because coach is extremely misleading. If someone comes out and says they're a health coach, if you know this person, you're going to trust that they are telling you the right thing. They're like, I'm a health coach, so you think they went through all the proper trainings and did all the right way of doing it. But you're unaware that all they did was pay a starter kit cost an MLM, and now they can call themselves a health coach, or they think they can call themselves a health coach. It's just very misleading. So do I prefer partner? Yes. But also, by changing your name and by changing the partner thing, people now are like, they may have heard of Beachbody, but they haven't heard of BODi, and they can make it seem like it's this totally new, totally different thing. It's totally different than Beachbody. This is BODi. But all they did was change their name. It's the exact same thing as it was previously. All they did was change their name. That's it. They changed their name, and now it can kind of get more people involved, because they didn't want to join Beachbody. They had heard of that. They know it's an MLM, but not BODi. They may have not heard of BODi as often. They don't know that BODi is Beachbody, and it's the same thing, and that it's an MLM. It's a very sneaky way of getting around the fact that Beachbody has all this negativity, MLM, whatever. They're like, no, see, we're not Beachbody, we're BODi. We're here to focus on the health and the wellness and the health wellness, the mental health wellness of people. Like, that's kind of like the one thing that they've tacked on, I believe, this new change with BODi, is that they're focusing on, like, the mental health of people, and they care about the mental health, which is, like, the most ironic thing when it comes to an MLM, of caring about people's mental health, because no, you don't.
You can meet them where they are. I talk about this as there's 3 ways of being a partner. And let me clarify. Being a partner is the same business service fee in whatever country you're in. But we can choose to use this business in the way that best fits us right now. If there were a treadmill in front of you, you could choose to walk and listen to a podcast and just reduce your stress. There's a treadmill in front of you. You could choose to get on it and run intervals and work on your weight loss journey. There's a treadmill in front of you. You could choose to get on it and sprint and do hits and do hills and train for a race.
You know what's crazy is you can do all of that stuff for free with YouTube. You don't need to be charged, you don't need to pay into Beachbody to get those things, or BODi. What? God. I hate that they changed their name. I also think the name is stupid. I think just calling it BODi is dumb. Not that Beachbody was, great, but I think that BODi is stupid. So I always intermingle Beachbody and BODi because it's the same company. They didn't change. All that changed was the name. That is really the only thing. But that's the other thing that I think is very difficult with Beachbody in specific is the fact that they try and sell these workouts to people and they try and sell this other stuff to people. I'm like, you are competing against free and millions, potentially millions of videos on YouTube. I said potentially, definitely over millions of videos on YouTube to cater to your specific need of what you are looking for. And I think that is a very hard competition to have, is free and millions versus just pay into this and you get friendship, which also friendship should be free.
Same treadmill. You push the buttons, you pick the mode, you set the destination, you do the work. Same thing in this business. This partner account is a business service fee. We choose what we want to do with it. Do you want to be a product partner? Which basically means you enjoy the products and you refer other people to them. You take Shakeology with you to work and you refer it to people who ask you about it. You do the workouts at home, and when people notice that you're looking and feeling great, you simply refer them to the programs you're using. You pack a beach bar in your bag for work and people notice it, you refer them to that product.
You act like that is something. Maybe the workout thing, if someone's losing weight and feeling more confident, I can get behind that. Or if someone's looking at someone's disgusting, ugly looking Shakeology drink and they say, what's that disgusting looking thing? And you say, it's my $164 a month shake that I buy. You're like, oh, wow, that sounds like a waste of money. Cool. Those conversations, I believe, could definitely happen. But when people see a protein bar or an energy bar, whatever it is, most people are not just so overtaken by seeing a protein bar that they have to ask about it. Why is it that only in an MLM do people see these MLM products and they are so overtaken by just the sheer sight of them that they must know where they are from? That doesn't happen in real life. It happens in the fantasy lives of these MLMers.
Right? People notice your hair, skin, or nails maybe looking more luminous. Maybe you tell them about collagen. Simply being a product partner, you're referring them to links to purchase products from you. Let's say somebody wants to do a little more than that. Maybe they want to be an accountability partner. Yes, they love the programs and products, but they want to help other people use them. They put them in an accountability group. They have them check in with each other. They cheer them on. Maybe it's a Facebook group or a BOD group, or even a simple text thread. And you learned more about this in the community section. That's called an accountability partner. And lastly, the third way of being a partner is a business partner. This is someone who comes into it understanding that they would like to earn additional income, and they'd like to earn it in as many ways as possible. So they want to build a team in addition to sharing the programs and products. And that's what we call a business partner. Because we have these three ways to talk about being a partner and to help people become a partner, there's so many more people that fit the bill and so many more people for you to consider inviting. Lastly, in this section on community and team building, I'm going to just allude to some of the areas of the compensation plan that we can talk about in income. When you build a team, you open more doors to earning. You have the ability to access things like a fast start bonus, a team cycle bonus, a matching bonus, or even a quarterly bonus. These are all valuable parts of the compensation plan that are directly tied to your decision to take this beyond you and build a team. I hope that you join me on this journey. You talk to more people more often with more conviction. You build a team of people who are positive and goal-oriented, and you meet them where they are.
Bye, beach body lady or body lady. Somebody forgot to say goodbye or edit the video. And obviously she was just reading off a script that entire time. I'm also not, I guess, too upset about that. You know, I talk about how this is supposed to be their business. They should do it in a more professional manner. And obviously reading off a script and talking about this is going to come off more professional. But it's like, if it's your own business and you're so passionate about it and you know it so well, why do you need a script in order to tell people about it? You should just know it because it's your own business. Now, of course, notes, bullet point notes to remember certain topics, I think is totally fine. I just feel like when something is your own and yours and you started it and it's something you truly care about, like, you can just talk about it. It's kind of like what she said there, where she said, like, when you know it so well and you talk about it with conviction and you talk about it because you're so passionate and you love it so much, it should just come off naturally. And that video definitely did not come off natural. But there were moments that I saw, like, the whole team. And it's not because she's excited for more people to get involved in this business just for their health. She's truly excited because she gets to profit more off of people. The more people join, the more she profits. So I think that's where the true sparkle in the eye comes from, is she's excited for more dollar signs to hit her bank account, not necessarily for more people to get quote unquote healthy thanks to BODi. Beach body. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really, really liked it, please subscribe. Let's talk anything body/beach body in the comments below. And until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!